Hi everyone. In this Crazy Math 720, today we are going to learn row minima method. I have explained the method in English throughout this video. Those who want Tamil explanation can see the link in the descriptive box. And since this is a row minima method, I concentrate on the rows. And first thing we have to do is check whether the total availability and the total requirement is the same. This is a balanced transportation problem. For easy learning, I have slightly changed the problem. Instead of A, B, C, I have written it as More Supermarket, Spencer Supermarket, Grey Supermarket. W1, W2, W3, W4 are the wholesalers. And these are the requirements. So More Supermarket requires 10 bags of sugar, Spencer's requires 10 bags of sugar, and Grey's requires 8 bags of sugar. And the availability is given here. So the wholesaler 1 has 8 bags, wholesaler 2 has 7 bags, wholesaler 3 has 9 bags, and the wholesaler 4 has 4 bags here. And what is given inside this table is the cost. That is, wholesaler 1, if he transports goods to More Supermarket, he charges 10 rupees per kg. So here 14. So wholesaler 4 who transports goods to the Spencer Supermarket charges rupees 14 per kg. So all those values within the table is nothing but the cost per kg or per unit for transportation. These are the steps we are going to follow. Those who want to read this can pause and read this, or just follow me when I am explaining. So first step is to check whether the total availability is equal to total requirement. So here 8 plus 7 plus 9 plus 4 is nothing but 28. And this side requirement is 10 plus 10 plus 8, that is also 28. So the total availability is equal to total requirement, and this is a balanced transportation problem. Now this is a row minima method, and so whenever you make allocation, you must keep in mind what method we are using. So I choose the first row. In the first row, the minimum cost is 8 rupees. So it is given as 10, 9 and 8. The minimum cost is rupees 8. And here I am going to make my first allocation. So keep in mind the availability and the requirement for the store. And this is 8 bags available, and the requirement of the store is also 8 bags. So I can buy 8 bags in this place. So I buy 8 bags here. Once I finish allocating, I cross out this column because this 8 bags of sugar required is satisfied now. So I cross out this column here. After crossing out the column, the 8 bags of availability is also satisfied. So I cross out this also. The row is also cancelled now. Okay, now since the first row is over, I go to the second row. Second row, the minimum cost is 7 here. So here I make my second allocation. So keep in mind the availability, which is 7 bags. Keep in mind the requirement, which is 10 bags. Though I require 10 bags, this wholesaler has only 7 bags. So I can buy only 7 bags here. So I allocation, second allocation here as 7. After making the second allocation, I cross out this row because the 7 bags available is satisfied. So I cross out the second row here. Now, after crossing out the second row, what I do is the balance of 3 bags I write it here because we require 10 bags out of which 7 is purchased. So the balance 3 bags I make a note here for the next step. Now since the second row is satisfied, I go to the third row. I come to the third row here. The third row minimum cost is rupees 9. The 7 is crossed out, so rupees 9 is now the minimum. So I make my third allocation here, which is 3 rupees, 3 bags, because availability is 9. We require only 3 now, so I write 3 here and then see that it gets satisfied. And after making the allocation 3, I remember to write the 6 here. So out of 9 bags, 3 is purchased. So the balance 6, I write it here, which is what we require or what is available with the wholesaler now. Now after making this 3 allocation, I cross out this column because the 10 bags is now satisfied. 7 plus 3, so 10 bags is satisfied. So I cross out the column. You have to make a note of this step because this is where you usually go wrong in the exam. So this third row is not crossed out. The third row is not satisfied, so I have not crossed out. So I have to stay in the third row and make my second allocation. I should not go to the fourth row. Okay, so the minimum cost is 11 rupees. Only 11 rupees is left out here. So here I have to make my next allocation, which is 6. So 6 bags we have written here. So 6 I will write here. So 6 I have written now. After writing 6 bags here, I cross out the row now because that is satisfied. So 9 bags, 6 plus 3, 9 bags is satisfied. So I cross out the row now. And I remember to write 4 over here. So 10 minus 6, 4 I write it here, which is the required bags for more supermarket now. Coming to the last allocation now. So 4 bags here, the 4 left here. So I can make my last allocation, which is 4 here, so that it gets satisfied. Once the allocation is made, we need to check whether our allocations are correct. So I'm checking now. So 8 bags, 7 bags, 6 plus 3, 9 bags, 4 bags here. So the row wise it is correct. Column wise it is 10, 6 plus 4, 10, 7 plus 3, 10, 8 bags of sugar here. So the allocations are correct. Now I go for the condition. The condition is number of allocations should be equal to m plus n minus 1. It should not be less. Remember, so what is m plus n minus 1? M is number of rows, n is number of columns. Number of allocations is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I write 5 here. M is 4 plus n is 3 minus 1, which is 6. Now it is not equal, it is 1 less. So what I do is I introduce one epsilon. So where should I introduce epsilon? Epsilon should be introduced in a place where the allocations are not made and the minimum cost. So the minimum cost is rupees 7. So I make an allocation, I write epsilon in this place. Now IBFS transportation cost is 8 into 8. So I purchase 8 kilos at rupees 8 transportation. So 8 into 8, 7 into 7, 3 into 9, 6 into 11 plus 4 into 12. So plus 7 epsilon. That epsilon tends to 0. And the total IBFS solution is equal to 8 into 8 plus 7 into 7 plus 6 into 11 plus 3 into 9 plus 4 into 12 plus 7 epsilon tending to 0, which is equal to 254 rupees. Thanks for watching.